name. We're gonna call her E, the letter E. And in that restaurant, there were multiple people working. There was the boss, there was an old man, there was the cook, assistant to the cook, the guy who was washing the dishes, I don't remember what that's called. Plongeur, mais je sais pas en anglais. And then there was 3 waiters. What kind of changed throughout but the summer, but we don't care. We're not gonna go through that because nobody cares. But that was quite intense as well. We have Elle, she's also Elle. Well, we're gonna call Elle, Lo, and what was his name? Lo's boyfriend. So, Elle, Lo, and Lo's boyfriend. Those were the 3 waiters. I was bartending with E. Okay, and then the rest of them, we don't really need them for the story. Right next to my restaurant was an ice cream shop. An ice cream shop that was owned by my boss. By my boss. And they were around my age. And we're gonna call them M, and N. Those are gonna be important people in the next chapter. Well, in the first chapter as well, actually. Oh my god. So I go into this job and I feel kind of attracted to L. So one of the waiters. I somehow feel like he might be kind of interested in me. So we act and talk flirty. He says some things and I'm like, okay. He, makes sure I sit next to him when we go to the bar after work. He kind of be flirty. And I'm definitely flirty. We flirt so much that everybody at the job makes jokes about us. Now you might be like, this is very inappropriate for work to be making jokes about it and to flirt probably, but that I don't care about. To be making jokes about it. Yes, it is. But I live in a small town in France, so the mindset's all really, making jokes about your coworkers. Fuck it, it's very okay around here. It's not, but it was happening. So, and I was mad at it. Well, I was mad because I was like, this is weird. But I was also like, well, I don't want it. So, I'm very. I was gonna say I'm very good at flirting. No, I'm flirty, but I don't know how to actually get into action. Actually, take a step forward. I can flirt, but I cannot go any further. I cannot kiss the person. I don't know why. I just don't know how to do it because I suck. Anyway, not the point. So much that literally my boss gave a condom to Elle. As if so you can fuck her. That was very weird. My mom came to eat at the restaurant one day, and the boss went to her because they're kind of friends, not really friends, but they know each other. And he was like, "Oh, meet your new son-in-law." And I was like, "Oh my god." He was very disturbed, and I was too. I was like, "Oh okay to define me to your taste. It's okay, but like, to say I'm ugly, come on, I'm not that ugly. Anyway, I was very confused to that point, and because like my coworkers were like, when is it happening? And I'm like, bro, if I knew, I would tell you. At one point, I come into work and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna see my crush, it's gonna be so entertaining. He's not there. I'm like, oh, where is he? Oh, he got into a car accident. He it's not funny, sorry. I should not be laughing. It's how I deal with bad news. He was driving to work and a bike. I don't know why I want to be laughing, it's not funny. Okay, just accept that I'm laughing, it's not funny, I know it. A bike was biking, I don't know. Ishal. The bike wanted to turn, well, the person on the bike wanted to turn, but did not signal it with her arm, and so she turned into the car. It's not funny. It's not funny. She got very injured. She went to the hospital. It's not funny at all. Why do I want to laugh? This is terrible. It's not funny. Anyway, I was like, oh. So he was kinda off for the rest of the summer. That happened, I think, like 2 weeks before I finished work. So he was kinda off. So he was acting kinda distant after that. And I was like, well, I get it. He did just get into a car accident. That's fine. We're just never gonna happen. It's fine by me. I understand it. But coming to the you remember my coworker, my bartender, he, basically, she used to be the cook's girlfriend, but they were broken up. They were not together anymore. And she had a new boyfriend that was working at another restaurant, and there was this waiter, Lo's girlfriend. No, Lo's boyfriend. I'm stupid. Lo's boyfriend. Basically, there was kind of a vibe between Lo's boyfriend and E. Now, I knew E was never gonna cheat on her boyfriend. She loved her boyfriend so much, and I don't think Lo's boyfriend was gonna cheat on her. I don't think, but there was chemistry. It was kind of easy to see. And what happened is, between them, nothing happened. Let me tell you that. But the cook told Lo's boyfriend, if you're willing to take things with E any further, you should break up with Lo before you do that. And he was like, oh yeah, I know. And basically, what happened is the cook told someone who told his boyfriend that it was kind of not platonic between the two. So there was trouble between the cook and E, because she was like, why the fuck would you say that? I'm in a perfectly good relationship. Like, why the fuck would you mess that up? And he was like, I don't know, it's just what I'm seeing. And then he started trying to get me and M into this mess because we were friends with E, kinda. And he was like, what did you see? And I was literally working next to E all day long. I could see the chemistry, but I'm like, I don't know what to do because I don't want to get in trouble with anyone. I was like, I don't care about this situation, guys. I do not care. I do not want to be a part of this. And so it was a whole mess, genuinely so messy. And then E started getting really insecure with her boyfriend, and they ended things like right after the summer, which I was very sad for her because she did love him very much, but things ended. And that was drama, but I was not in that drama, so I was very happy about that. I was like, ooh. And when they tried to put me in the drama, I was like, I'm leaving, so leave me out of this. I do not want to be a part of this. Okay, now third part of the story. What the fuck is wrong with this man? So back in the beginning of summer, I start my job, and starting that job, I become really good friends with the guy at the ice cream shop that we called N. He is very extroverted. I love extroverted people. We are on the same wavelength. We make the same jokes. He laughs at all my jokes, which is the number one priority in people having a but we laugh a lot together. We can have deep conversations. We go out to the bar together. He's kind of my favorite friend, like in the group. Like, I'm kind of like, this is my man. This is my bestie. Love him to bits. Well, I don't love it because I've known him for like a month, but like, yeah. And we get along so well. I'm like my bestie, my ride or die in this job, at this job. And one day, we go to the bar, and it's like a karaoke night, and there's a new man in town, a new gay man in town, and it was gay, I think. Bi, maybe. Ben, I think it was pansexual. My bad. Pride month. I'm bi. Coming out story. Anyway, sorry. I'm all over the place. What did I say? And so we are at this bar, and he starts flirting with a new man. I'm like, okay, cool. No, that is way too early to say that. Oh my god, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I jumped ships. Is that the expression? I don't know. I forgot things. Anyway, first of all, he was living with grandma's house. What the fuck? So, no, what am I gonna do? Put you in my sister's room so you can bang a man that you don't know? What the fuck? So I'm like, absolutely not. Like, no, no, he cannot. He kind of looks at me like, okay, you just fucking ruined my night. I'm like, okay. At one point, this man leaves, and I'm like, okay, now we're gonna leave. Now we're gonna go to bed because I'm exhausted. No, he keeps on ordering beers. He never wants to leave, and I'm like, we need to leave, and he's like, yeah, 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Let's say 2 hours. 2 fucking hours. I'm working the next day. Was I working the next day? I think I was. I was working the next day. I was exhausted. I could not do it anymore. And I was like, and he was so drunk. I'm very uncomfortable with very drunk people. Very much so. I hate it. I'm very uncomfortable with that. And I guess some people I could stand it, but not with him apparently. And I was not in the mood. And I had to be around all these drunk people at the bar because he was with them, and I was uncomfortable and I could not leave because I had to wait for him, but he would not fucking move his ass. So at one point I'm like, okay, I need everybody to rally up and help me just get him to fucking leave. So everybody's helping me. We finally leave. We walk back home. He pees in the street. No, not in the street, in the lake. We're at a bridge and he just like, oh, let me pee, and he fucking pees in the lake. I'm like, I'm so fucking done with this. I'm just tired. I want to go home. So we go home. We get ready for bed, and he sleeps in my bed. I think I had the windows open. Well, I don't know how to describe this. I knew what outfit he had when he went to bed. I know what outfit he had. Because I saw him, because he was with me. I did put something in between us. I think I have like a big dog kind of like that, and I put him in between both of us. And basically, we go to sleep. I'm annoyed, but I'm like, okay. The next day we wake up, and I see that things have moved in my room. Like something fell. Something is not in the right place anymore. And like, I don't know if I slept with the window open and it was closed or the other way. And I look at this man and like he sits up, and I'm like, I do want to empathize that nothing sexual happened with this man. I did not want it. He did not want it. Like, I did not kiss him or whatever. Like, it was not like that. We were genuinely just friends. Not even friends anymore. So it was not like that. Just want to make sure that's clear. And he was not in the same outfit that he went to bed with. I look at him, I'm like kind of confused. I'm like, when did you put that shirt on? And he was like, I have no idea. And I'm like, okay. And then he stands up and he's like, wait, I was not wearing those boxers last night. I was wearing these ones that were on something